Okay, so I know I used this joke a couple months ago for an every country video, but it does apply to how I'm feeling right now. Please don't be a generic national final. Please don't be a generic national final. Please don't be a generic national final. Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on the ESC Harry channel. I hope you're all doing very well indeed. Today we will be reacting to Dansk Melodi Grand Prix, Denmark's national final for Eurovision 2025. That's right, 8 songs will be competing for Denmark's ticket to Eurovision 2025, and let's just say that there is some desire for improvement with Denmark. Denmark have failed to qualify for the final since 2019, before COVID, which, if I remember how long COVID felt, I believe was 50 years ago. And of course, Dansk Melodi Grand Prix itself has sort of a reputation of, let's say, 50 Shades of Vanilla. It's not the most experimental, like, high-quality national final, which is a shame, because Denmark used to be one of the best countries I like at Eurovision. They did win back in 2013 and had a fairly good qualification streak before, like, the last few years. And also, just on my personal taste, I don't think I've had a Dansk Melodi Grand Prix song on my playlist since 2020. So yeah, 5 years ago. But that being said, I am cautiously optimistic, I guess, that Denmark might have improved their national final this year. I mean, who knows? All I can do is hope for the best. Am I potentially being wacky and dreaming of something that's not going to happen? Sure, but there's only one way to find out, and we're going to find out together. Actually, you've probably already heard the songs. I'm going to find out and you're going to react to it. But before we get into that, make sure to like this video if you enjoy it, subscribe if you're new to EC Harry, and comment down below, what are your favourites from Denmark's national final for Eurovision 2025? With that being said, let's get to reacting. So according to Eurovision World, the songs already have a running order for the final in March, I want to say. If that is incorrect, I apologise, but it's just a listening order for me anyway. If you want to go to a certain song and my reaction to that, there will be timestamps available for this video. Up first, we have Mariya with the song I Belong to Me. So I'm expecting some sort of self-love, self-love song here, but who knows, maybe my expectations will be incorrect. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so a bit of rock to start with in a sense. Dramatic rock? Maybe not dramatic, I don't know. Ballads rock, that's what I'm sort of thinking of here. Yeah, there's definitely self-love, knowing boundaries. My lust and my greed. Pour yourself on me. Is she talking to a man or a liquid? I love that implies, I'm thinking it could be a liquid. It's obviously a man. Or woman, to be fair. We don't know her sexuality. So far, the verses in particular, they've got this, like, any of you who watch my channel will know, I like to use the phrase plodding sound when it comes to, like, do. Yeah, it just makes the song sound a bit slower. It's dramatic. She's going for a power pose in this video, which very much suits the song, I have to say. I will say the tag of generic national final, very fitting with this song. This is very much a typical Dansk Melodi Grand Prix song at this point. It's a bit dirty, some of the lyrics as well. To an extent, I would say. Just like, hey, we can have sex, but only on my terms. It's basically what the song I'm getting a vibe of to an extent. I know there's more layers to it than this, but... And of course there's a little bit of like a bigger note and a key change at the end. We're in Denmark after all. I think overall, I like the lyrics and the overall structure of the song. The instrumental is what's letting it down for me. It just, again, it's very plodding. It sort of brings the energy down of the song. It's, you know what, it's not terrible by any means. I don't want to say that. Again, structure good, vocals decent enough. I just think the instrumental brings it down, quite plodding. I struggle to connect to that one personally. But you know what? Not the worst start. So up next we have Tim Schou with Proud. Now, I am aware of Tim. He actually took part for Denmark back in 2011 with A Friend in London with a song called New Tomorrow. He's out by himself now 14 years later. 2011 was 14 years ago. These are the kind of stats that are best not to think about too hard. Let's see what he's going to come back with 14 years later though. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Once I knew a boy, he got burned. Now he feels alright. Singer-songwriter vibe, I can tell. Fairly nice so far. See, I actually quite like the sounds, usually. So I'm finding intriguing this. You know what, this is nice. This part I'm not sure about. It's nice enough though. I'm vibing with this one to an extent. Yeah, is it anything remarkable? No. We're watching Denmark after all. But you know, this is more of my sort of like personal style, so I'm more interested in this one. This is nice. This is the kind of music that you can put a smile on your face. It actually reminds me a little bit of another returning artist from last year, Basim Johnny. Sort of that upbeat sound to an extent. You know what? This is not a song that I can hate. Nah, I can't hate this. I don't mind this one. I don't know how I'd do it at Eurovision if it was to win, but it's nice. The lyrics are quite meaningful as well, I have to say. I'm proud of who I am. Oh, we're going into a last bit here. That could have flowed a little bit better. But like, in some ways I'm quite happy. That's all creating a moment on stage. So the song is about a younger version of him. That's quite nice, actually. Yeah. That's, you know what, I don't hate that one. That's lovely, that's nice, good message. I like the stripped back, I like the stripped back acoustic guitar feel. I don't know whether that's the one for Eurovision. I don't know how well that would do at Eurovision if it's to win. But on my personal taste, I didn't mind that one. So, good job, Tim. Up next, we have Max Ulver with the song Supernova. So, hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. You say I'm crazy. I don't actually say anything at the moment. I haven't said anything yet, Max. Okay, a bit of a juxtaposition there, or contrast, I'd say, with the violins at the start, or the string instruments, and then sort of this, like, funkier beat in the verse. A lot of Evers with you. Clapping fill, first clapping fill of the day. Surprised it took 3 songs in Denmark to get to this clapping fill. Yeah, this is generic, isn't it? This is generic. A lot of cliche stuff. It sort of lacks a bit of soul. Not necessarily in terms of genre, I'd say that it leans into soul a little bit. And just in terms of like personality. I don't know. This is the sort of thing I was worried about hearing a few times in Dansk Melodi Prix. I'll be honest. So far, 3 songs in, even though I've liked one of them or a couple of them, the lineup so far hasn't changed from my expectations. Yeah, the O's are very cliche. The song doesn't even have that really oomph or power to it. It's not like sonically like, ooh, wow. But yeah. So is there going to be like a... Okay, if there's a dance break there, it's a very small dance break. Let me guess, is there going to be a key change? Is there? Let's see. If there is, we're waiting a little bit more for it. You light up the night, one of the most cliche pop lyrics. No real key change, just back to these O's. There we go, bigger note there. I just don't feel moved by this song emotionally. There's nothing really, yeah, it's not connecting with me. I wish Max nothing but the best. I'm sure he's an absolutely lovely guy. If he ends up going for Denmark, good for him. And, you know, I'm happy for him, but the song's not for me. I don't know if it's for Eurovision either. Up next, we have Hervé Toure with the song Allez, Allez. So, hitting play for Allez, Allez. And if you think that's a cheesy rhyme, there's probably going to be something more cheesy in these songs. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. In case you didn't know what the song was called, Allez, Allez. And a second time, an encore of the song title. Okay, song in Danish. Bit different here. I'm assuming this is Danish anyway. It'd be surprising if it was any other language, but you never know. I'm fairly certain this is Danish. So far, fairly chill song, fairly, you know, on the beach vibe. See, the problem is this chorus, while it's a chill vibe in the verses, this chorus isn't loud and powerful enough to sort of oomph, you know, and I think that's what he's going for here. It doesn't quite work. He wants to get that sing-along feel with the Allez, Allez. It needs to be a little bit louder. Can we get a little bit louder? Can we get a little bit louder? Come on, the Ludwig for Saturday, by the way. This doesn't feel strong enough either, I have to admit. I can imagine a lot of fun potentially happening on stage, and some, you know, unique theming maybe for this. As a song though, it's so-so. Labyrinth? Is that Labyrinth? Is that Labyrinth? Or Ladybug? Maybe? I don't really know what else to say on this one. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to sound like a grumpy person, but like, I don't know. This probably ain't winning. I'm sorry. Again, I wish Hervé, apologies if I mispronounced your name there, nothing but the best, but this is a fairly standard song. It doesn't really invoke any emotion from me. And I think that's the worst thing. If you can't evoke any emotion from someone, I don't know what you're getting vote-wise. Yeah, there's staging potential there from the perspective of it could be a unique theming, I think, from just the party vibe, but the actual song itself, yeah, I can't say it's anything spectacular, and nor do I think it's actually going to win Dansk Melodi Grand Prix. Up next, we have Mariya Mathea with the song Air. Apologies if I mispronounced your name there, I appreciate that. That second surname might be mispronounced on my end, I apologise there. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, more a ballad feel we're going for. While I'm sitting down now, so I suppose while I'm here, feel free to tell me a story, Mariya. Ah, excellent. You've told me the plot of the song. That makes it very helpful for me to understand the lyrics. It's not very often the songs just tell you what the song is about. So explicitly. Very, very stripped back piano feel, I have to say. Nice voice. This is nice. Okay. This has something about it. Stands out from the field I've heard so far, absolutely. If they expand on that, like, mini chorus section, make it a bit, I don't want to say better, but like, just like, extend it, make it a bit grander, maybe. The actual feel of this song is lovely. The instrumental is gorgeous as well. The lyrics might be a bit too on the nose, though, is my only thought here. Subtle power in this part. I like this actually. This is really nice. See, this is the extended bit of the chorus that I expected to come, but I feel like you could have come up with something different than 3 R's, but it does add something. So I'm not sure, actually. Really good vocals, I have to say, really good. This is just very nice. I picture like a waltz to this, and I do actually anticipate some backing dancers with her, or even some grand lighting, or maybe both. Both is good. Both is good. See, that one, I have to admit, I think has promise. I'm not convinced completely. It's not like, oh my gosh, this would definitely qualify in Eurovision if it were to go. But in terms of the most Eurovision promise, absolutely that one's got the most. I love the vocals. I like the feel. The instrumental is gorgeous throughout. Is it still a 10 on the generic side and the lyrics are a bit too on the nose? Possibly. But there's enough there where I'm like, okay, that piques my interest to an extent. So yeah, that one is on the positive side, and yeah, my favourite so far, I think, of the lineup. So well done to Mariya. Up next, we have Adel the Second. Now, did Adel the First ever take part in Dansk Melodi Grand Prix? Adel the First, if you are watching, let me know down in the comments below. And Adel the Second's song is called The Unluckiest Boy Alive. Interesting title. Let's see what the song's about. Hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Fairly upbeat piano. I don't know. I don't know what's happening to you. It's the awful thing you're taking part in Dansk Melodi Grand Prix. I mean, I wouldn't go that far to criticise you that much. Or at least not on camera. It's an interesting tone, his voice. It's very, very raspy. Makes it stand out from the others. Interesting lyric. It's like an upbeat dance song, but it's about being the unluckiest boy alive. It's an interesting juxtaposition, I have to admit. I feel I've been trying to sort of, in that verse, just trying to like appreciate the lyrics, take them in, because I feel like there's a deeper meaning than I'm sort of the immediate contrast. There somewhat is, to an extent, I have to say, which is more than like some of the other songs. I'm not sure, there's something about the mixing which I don't quite connect with. It feels, the instrumental feels a bit too fast, if that makes sense. Audibly, there's something off. Definitely a unique sound, though. Ooh, a swear word there. That will have to be cut. That'll have to be cut, Adele, darling. If you go to Eurovision, naughty, naughty words. No swear. You know the rule, no swear. Unless that's a word in Danish that I don't know about. I don't hate this, to be fair. As much as I've criticised it, there's something about it which I'm like, has kept me interested throughout the 3 minutes. Interested to see what the staging would be. If it would be like fairly standard with him just there, or like some imagery that like portrays the meaning of the song. Like, it's a fairly unique message to a song. Yeah, that's an interesting one, actually. The lyrics are some of the more deeper meaning ones, I would say, in the lineup. It's more complex than just the surface, you know, surface level. There was an interesting, unique juxtaposition with the lyrical content and, you know, the dance feel. I'm not sure on that one. I think overall I like it. I'm not sure, again, whether it'd like be the best choice for Eurovision. But there's something there that has hooked me. Audibly, I'm not sure it works. It's not that it doesn't work. There's something off with the mixing, but I can't put my finger on it. I don't hate it, though. So, yeah, Adele, not bad. Up next, we have Sissal with the song Hallucination. So, hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. Are we getting a bop here? I think we're getting a bop. Okay. Well, good to know. Oh, what are the new colours? Maroon? Is that one you haven't seen before? This feels fairly generic, but I'm willing to give it a chance because it feels like it... Let's see how this chorus goes. Come on. Nice, okay. Good voice. Oh, that's a building chorus if I've heard one. That's a building chorus. And this second verse, building as well. This reminds me a little bit of Nightmares from UMK, just in terms of a structure. I think Nightmares is potentially better than this, but... Come on, this second chorus. This takes me to early 2010s dance. Okay. I can get behind this one, actually. I mean, the chorus is a bit generic. It is just the lyric Hallucination. She sings it well, but... Okay, we're building more in this. We're not going down in energy, we're keeping it up here. Nice. This could be a good one for Euro Club, actually. All right, where are we going on the final chorus? I want to go big. Let's go really big. If you're gonna do cliche demo, let's go really, really big with the last chorus. I want a big note in here. You got to give it to me, Sissal. I've requested it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, big note. I'm vibing with this one. Yeah, okay. There's potential in this one. I will give it that. There is potential in this one. Hallucination indeed there, Sissal. That has the most Eurovision potential. I appreciate a girl bop, so 50-50 on those. But if she can hit the notes live, those are some good notes in there mixed in as well. There's a nostalgic yet anthemic feel to it, which I quite like in my dance music, I have to admit. It's not the most like outlandish thing in the world. It's fairly generic in terms of lyrical content. It's just the chorus is pretty much just her saying hallucination. But is it enjoyable? Absolutely. So you know what? Yes, I can get, based on the field I've heard so far, with only one song left, I can get behind that one as a potential winner of this national selection. And the final song of the evening is Andreas Kruse with the song Hear My Prayer. So hitting play in 3, 2, 1, go. It's an interesting doo-doo, it's like a train conductor. Okay, so there was a reference to God in the first lyric, so this is very, I don't want to say very religious, but he is a religious man seemingly. He's going down that route. Oh, okay. I mean, it is definitely, yeah, flip me. I like... Oh! Down and interesting here. It feels slightly unique, this one. The only problem is it's becoming a bit ploddy. It does have a unique sound though, I will say. Oh, we're building here. This might have the most modern instrumental of the lineup, I have to say. If he can hit these notes live, that will help him out massively. There's something audibly I'm not too keen on the instrumental in the chorus. I sort of just wanted it to explode, and it's like, it's a bit plodding. I don't know. I think objectively this is a decent song, but there's just something not quite working in the chorus. I wanted to sort of explode out a bit, as I mentioned. I'm interested to see if, like, so much religious imagery for, you know, an audience that might, you know, decent amount will be religious, but some might not be. I don't know if that will, whether that will put people off. I'm not sure. I am intrigued to see how this is staged live. But again, this instrumental here, what if it exploded? It'd be fantastic. Like some sort of drum and bass beat. Yeah, I think that was solid. I think objectively that is a decent song, and he's got some very interesting vocals, and I think it's one of the more modern sounds. There's something that doesn't quite connect with me in the chorus. I'm not going to rule that out though as like a potential winner, because I think that has something there which could work, and I think with the correct staging that could stand out. But yeah, personally, while I like it, I don't love it. Overall, not terrible though. So that was my thoughts on Dansk Melodi Grand Prix, Denmark's national final for Eurovision 2025. And I mean, look, I asked for not a generic national final. I don't know if I got that. I think it was still fairly generic, which is a shame. Just one year I'd like Denmark to send something a bit out there. I know they had like a rave song in there a couple of years ago. There's just, when you're down in a non-qualification streak as Denmark are, can you not just find one different song? Like one. That's all I'm asking. One. Just to mix up the lineup a little bit, because it is still like fairly standard sound to the point of like, they must be aware of it. I don't know. Danish people, let me know in the comments. What do you think about this selection? Because while there's some decent stuff in there, and we'll get onto that, I'm not wowed by anything. I don't think any of them are certain qualifiers. Some could qualify. And I wish these acts nothing but the best. Whoever wins, like, fantastic for them. But yeah, one of these years I want Denmark to be a really good national final, and I don't think this year is quite that. That being said, there were songs I did enjoy, and this is my top 3 from the lineup. In third place, I've got Tim Schou. In second place, I have Mariya Mathea. Apologies again if I mispronounced that name. And Tim's as well if I mispronounced the surname. And in first place, and this is the one, this will be my pick for Eurovision, Sissal with Hallucination. Is it the most, you know, amazing song out there? No. Is it the best one for Eurovision? I think it is. I think as long as the vocals hit live, as long as the staging's good, that should be the choice. I think that is the one which gives Denmark the best chance to get back into the grand final if they were to send it, and if she were to win Denmark's national final. So yeah, Sissal is my winner, and that will also be my pick to go for Eurovision. But anyway, that is my thoughts on Denmark, but remember, my opinion is not the correct one. It is just my opinion. Let me know down in the comments below, what do you think about Denmark's national selection, and who do you want to see represent Denmark in Basel? Once again, make sure to like this video if you enjoy it, and subscribe if you are new to ESC Harry so you do not miss any Eurovision 2025 content. All that's left me to say is I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys next time for another video on this channel. Take care, guys.